Welcome back to Teeny Bopper TV Breakdown. Today we recap Breaker High, episode 14, For Pizza's Sake. Italy, perhaps? Seems we have some fallout from last episode already. Tamira comes upon Max and Cassidy sitting at a table on ship, holding hands and quickly kissing as Max gets up to leave. He greets Tamira with his hands on her shoulders as he passes by her. When Cassidy tries to call her over, she whirls around and heads the other direction. Okay, maybe not Italy. Sean and Jimmy have somehow gotten their hands on a Genoa sausage and want to put it on a homemade pizza, but to do that they'll need access to the ship's kitchen. After a little bit of bribery, Sean apparently smoothed over an incident with a sheikh in either Saudi Arabia or Abu Dhabi, Chef Nigel agrees, provided he gets a manicure by the time they arrive in Dublin in 2 days. So his hands look nice before his rendezvous with someone named Maggie. They ask Ashley if she'll do it, but she says no unless they can get her more overseas phone time. Seems she used all of hers up, and she desperately needs to talk to Tyler. Cassidy catches Tamira in the coffee house, trying to get her to be friends again. At first Tamira resists, wanting to wallow, but then Cassidy gives her a friendship bracelet and says she wants things to go back to the way they used to be. Tamira is extraordinarily happy about this. But let me guess, she thinks this means Cassidy is going to break up with Max, and Cassidy is going to want to do no such thing. Alex, who of course we find on the bench press, is willing to donate his phone time to Sean, but wants to know what's in it for him. He comes up with Sean sewing up a hole in his lucky sweats. Sean is unsure how he's going to do that, but is then preoccupied with trying to hold up Alex's barbell that is very clearly too heavy for him. In their room, Cassidy is chattering away to Denise, and their dispositions at the moment couldn't be more different. Cassidy is very much feeling herself, and Denise is seasick as heck. Cassidy heads out, and Sean and Jimmy come in to see if Denise will do the sewing for Alex. She agrees if they can find her a Dramamine first. Tamira shows up, asking if they've seen Cassidy, who Denise shares is on a date with Max, and color Tamira shocked, just like I suspected. She said things were going to go back to normal, that she wasn't gonna... No, Tamira, you projected that. On the aforementioned date, Cassidy mentions she wishes there was music they could slow dance to. Jimmy barges in to ask for some Dramamine, and Max says he'll give the medicine to him if he can get Max's boombox out of his dad, Captain Ballard's office. Good luck with that, Jimmy. Cassidy comes across Tamira curled up in a ball, and Tamira explodes at her, accusing Cassidy of lying to her. And Cassidy responds with, "Who are you to tell me who I can date?" Tamira hands the friendship bracelet back. Sean and Jimmy find Captain Ballard, who says Max can have his stereo back anytime he wants. He just has to promise, in writing, not to play loud music on deck after 10 p.m. Sean and Jimmy know Max would never sign that, so Sean's bright idea is to have Tamira forge the note. In return, Tamira wants a picture of Max for her scrapbook. I do remember being a teenage girl, I promise, but, Cassidy is venting to Denise, who is still sick, about Tamira, and we actually get a vague mention of Eric. Cassidy says, "I got her her first date, who by the way was a total god." Denise tries to advise Cassidy not to throw the friendship away over a guy, though Tamira probably needs to hear that too, but is sidetracked when Sean comes in and tosses pills and Alex's sweatpants at her. While there, he asks Cassidy for a picture of Max, ostensibly for the yearbook. Cassidy obliges, but requests that he bring it back. Somehow I don't think that's going to happen. They're running out of time, so while Sean gives Tamira the photo and gets the forged note, Jimmy winds up with Ashley in her cabin, and he's the one giving Nigel a manicure while Ashley files her own nails. In the hallway, Cassidy literally bumps into Tamira, and while helping her up, sees the picture of Max. When Cassidy asks where Tamira got it, all Tamira can say is, "It's mine!" To which Cassidy responds, "Guess again, where do you think Sean got it from?" That annoys Tamira enough to interrupt Sean and Captain Ballard with the truth that the note was forged, ruining Max's plans. Sean tries to ply Max with a different boombox, but it doesn't work. Max just throws his Dramamine overboard, so Sean winds up giving Denise different pills. I thought she had some earlier, maybe a bit of a plot hole, that she can immediately tell are not Dramamine but rather aspirin, which she knows because she is allergic to aspirin. She then gets angry enough that she rips Alex's sweatpants even further, which is another thing that's not going to go well for Sean. And when Alex finds out Ashley's using his phone time to talk to Tyler, he grabs the phone from her and hangs up. In a huff, Ashley ends the manicure early, so Nigel keeps his kitchen key, and pizza making seems to be officially thwarted. Tamira and Cassidy's arc isn't over yet. We cut to each of them separately, sadly looking at a photo of the two of them, arm in arm. Captain Ballard finds Sean and tells him to come to his office at 8 a.m. sharp. Not only is Sean presumably in trouble, but then he overhears someone saying, "Man, that's good pizza. Who wants another piece?" Only to find Jimmy, Max, Alex, Ashley, and Nigel in Sean and Jimmy's cabin, finishing off a pie featuring the prized pepperoni. All those escapades for nothing? Just another day in the life of Sean Hanlon. Don't change that channel. We'll be right back on Teeny Bopper TV Breakdown.